General Hospital's Ballard teases that it's time for the true identity of Dex Haller's biological parents to be reviewed. According to some leaks, Karen Wexler is probably Dex Haller's biological mother. Jason Morgan is Dex's biological father. The person who will announce this truth in the near future is none other than John Case. Fans know that John has been in constant danger recently. The most recent time was when John was walking near the pier. Two stringmen rushed out to attack John. Of course, John did not have any weapons on him at the time, and John also did not know who the two people who attacked John were. Luckily, at that time, Collie Spencer accidentally discovered the incident. Then Collie braved the danger to help John. Collie even took John back to the hotel and took care of him all night. Desmond, John, and Collie were together, even though they never slept together, but this news was soon leaked. Meanwhile, John was very grateful for the timely help from Collie. Immediately after Collie helped, John began to have a different view of Collie. It seemed like John might feel a crush on Collie and want Collie to be John's girlfriend. However, the problem is that John will not start from Collie. Instead, John moves slowly. This is true when John comes to Jason, because John wants to exchange with Jason a new equipment. The time John came to town was not long, not too long, but enough for John to learn and know that what feelings were between Jason and Collie. But John has no intention of giving up pursuing Collie. Summoning Jason is to ask Jason to give up Collie to John. Because only when Jason actively stayed away from Collie then would John have a chance. At the same time, John did not allow Jason to review the agreement between John and Jason. The content of the agreement was that Jason would stay away from Collie. In exchange, John would clear Collie's of the RICO violation. As soon as he heard everything, Jason refused. Because Jason argued that Jason himself had sacrificed too much. When over the past 2.5 years, Jason has secretly worked and devoted himself to John and the FBI. John knows how to get Jason to accept this deal. John said that if this deal wasn't enough for Jason, John would come up with a new secret. Of course, John's condition remained the same. If Jason wants to know the secret, Jason must commit living Collie forever. This is not enough for John. John wants Jason to make sure that Collie will hate Jason, by Jason actively rejecting and alienating the feelings that Collie gave Jason. Jason made an agree to John's condition, and John will tell Jason about Dex being Jason's lost son. Of course, Jason couldn't believe his eyes after hearing what John said. It turned out that by the time John's married Karen, Karen was pregnant, but John was very angry because he knew that the pregnancy Karen was carrying was not John's child. While Karen was very humiliated and not ready to become a mother, in the end, Karen decided to give birth to Dex and give it to someone else to raise. Both also agreed to keep that secret forever, but now all is reviewed. Jason accepts John's agreement to leave Collie because now Jason has a much more important thing to do, which is now how to open up to Dex about Dex being Jason's biological son. Of course, Dex and Jason have been separated for more than 20 years, and now it's time for the two of them to have a chance to reunite.